Today, I'm moderating a 3.5 hour virtual caregiver advisory board. And before I even ask the first question, I have a list of things that I check off that I need to do. Caregiver stories can be really heavy: grief, burnout, love, exhaustion, stories of strength. Moderating a group like this isn't just about the discussion guide. We are holding emotional space during these conversations. So I'm pretty intentional in terms of how I prepare. Whether the board is in the morning or the afternoon, I spend a few minutes beforehand listening to some calming music just to settle my nervous system and get grounded. I also like to set an intention for the group, usually something simple like to be steady, to have clarity, to have respect, and keep respect in mind for this group of people who are going to be sharing very emotional stories with me. Then I like to mentally walk through the session. It's a lot like theater blocking. And in my early days, I had theater training, but it's so much about thinking where I might move or pause or where silence might be needed. It's actually very similar to when I prepare for a ballroom competition or a performance. I know the choreography, I know what the next move is, but I'm not so over rehearsed because in dance, we have something called floor craft, and you have to be aware of other couples on the floor. You adjust in real time, you work around the obstacles, and then you have to redirect, hopefully not breaking rhythm and focus. And I really look at moderating as the same. You know the structure, you know where you're headed, but you have to constantly be reading the room. And in research, we all know things happen. Emotions, someone dominates, someone withdraws, a story might go deeper than expected. Someone may be very passionate about what they're saying and telling their story. And then you have to improv while guiding the group towards the objectives. But that only works if you're grounded in the bigger picture and the bigger structure of what you've already prepared. This one is virtual. And I also like to clear every distraction here from my desk, and only the essentials are open on my laptop. No extra tabs, no clutter, very clean space keeps me mentally focused. And then I test all the tech twice, maybe three times. I warm up my voice with actual vocal exercises and facial exercises because 3.5 hours is an endurance practice. I also light a candle for peace behind me. I have non caffeinated tea right here in my favorite cup, ready for the break also so I can reset. Even what I wear is intentional. I pulled my hair back so that it's not in my face. My jewelry is simple so that nothing is distracting. I try to keep things professional, but casual enough to be approachable. My background, I think, is pretty personal, yet not sterile. So I've got some personal things behind me. Trust has to build quickly in these types of groups, and it needs to be genuine and feel human, because I always say it's an honor and a privilege to be a part of these conversations because I'm a complete stranger sitting in a room with six people who have different stories and different lived experiences, and you never really know what stories you'll hear. So, building trust quickly is everything when it comes to needing to learn what we need to learn from our advisors. We can only learn if they feel safe. And this work truly, truly matters because the caregivers are the unpaid, often unseen, unheard voices and members of our healthcare system. They don't get credit, they rarely get compensated, and yet for most, it's a labor of love. So, if we're going to build better systems to support them, we have to listen well. And that starts with creating a room where their voices are respected. So, next ad board, hopefully these tips help. Stay well, everyone. and keep pushing for answers.